Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another unboxing for Star Trek Away Missions. This is the House of Duras, the Klingon expansion. So this would be our second Klingon expansion, which is really cool. With the way this game works is because you can have multiple different teams, and then now you can start mixing and matching them up to get some different combinations, characters, different stuff. Although being that each team is supposed to have a commander and a specialist, it still limits what you can mix and match, but it gives you some more options. Plus, we have a new deck of cards, and these guys play differently, which is also fun. It's not just Klingons do this; it's the go-around Klingons do something, and the Duras Klingons do another one. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop right into this. So they did fix. I dumped everything out everywhere. We'll throw one of these up here, quick system. So they did fix a couple of things on here, which is really nice from the previous, or the first two expansions. Excuse me. Is one, they re-added back in, like the base game, is we now have a starter deck. So the first two expansions didn't, for whatever reason, they forgot to, or they didn't think people would want them. With the new expansions now are going to come with the listed starter decks, and then we have the regular bonus cards as well. So that is really helpful. So if you're picking up this character, hey, you got an idea of how they're going to play, they're already there, and then you can go ahead and customize the deck, or mix and match between them. The only thing personally I wish they would have also done is included a little like rules pamphlet, or like on the back side, so once you know it, like maybe like how to play these characters, and on the back side have a list of that so you could recreate it. The second thing they did was we have some tokens here, so we get some excuse me, some different tokens. One familiar one are the battalists, which are from the other Klingon expansion. But if we flip them over, they actually tell us what they are, which is very helpful. Because the first game, they were just, in the first expansion, they're just listed as, we just knew they had honor tokens. But we didn't know, like, obviously it was easy to figure out that those were the honor tokens, because they're the only tokens in the game. But it's nice to have them on there. So we also have illicit explosives, corrupt system files, and poisoned. So poisons are represented by little daggers, probably poison blades. And I also like some of the other game effects when they do show the actual scenes from the show, which is kind of cool. So these are the illicit explosives, and this is the corrupt system file. So that's pretty fun. All right, we are going to jump into, okay, here we go. Sorry, my character cards got kind of mixed up. We're going to go ahead and jump into our characters. So I'm going to first put up our first character, and we'll get into the deck and stuff afterwards. And this is Lursa. Let me find her miniature and have them guys prepped. I'm going to pull this away for just a sec so we can zoom in and look at her. So there's Lursa. Lursa, one of the Klingons, does have her name on the bottom. I believe when some people were painting these, they're painting like the House of Duras characters, kind of like one color. I think like, say, I don't remember the exact colors, but it's like maybe they were more prominent red with like black outlines, and then maybe the other guys were black with like red outlines. Just so even though they're all Klingons, you could tell which team went to which team a little bit quicker. You know, it's definitely one way to do it. Or paint them all the same type of uniforms, just then, or accurate, maybe like their outfits are in the show, then maybe like paint like the base is different. There's various ways to do it. But yeah, she's holding one of her guns. So this is our leader. So even though it's the House of Duras, Duras is not one of the characters. I don't know why about the show, so I can't exactly spell it. There's all these different houses and things like that. I'm assuming it's probably like maybe a last name. Kind of like my lore of that would be like Superman. You have the House of L, and it was always Kal-El, or Karazorel. So the L was the name of their family. Right, she has the Daughter of Duras. Their ship is the IKS Chajong. She has, for her specialty ability, she has command, security, and treachery. This is one thing that makes these Klingons very different than the other set of Klingons. Is lots of them have treachery mechanics. Also, they're not just focused around the honor mechanic. They have the ability to give out honor. They're going to do stuff with that because they're still Klingons. That's still part of their culture. But these guys are going to be a little bit more treacherous about stuff. So she has Klingon, Commander, and House of Duras for her keywords. She has I'm going to butcher this word, so I'm going to call it the In-Switch, which is her weapon. So that's the gun that she's holding, which has +1 damage. She also has this special ability, Devious. Unless Bignor is neutralized, whenever Lursa completes a conspiracy mission, you may discard a card. To search your support deck, discard pile for a treachery. So Bignor is one of the other characters in the game here. Obviously. Let's see if we'll look at her next. It just means yeah, so this is kind of a cool idea, like, to have characters that, like, literally have to work together. So unless she's neutralized, so, like, you kind of gotta protect each other. She completes conspiracy missions. You may discard a card to search your support deck for a treachery mission. So we do have one of our missions here. It says Assassin Conspiracy. So I'll let you go ahead and search for, if you complete one of those missions, you can then search for a treachery support card. So I'm going to see if I can find one. And then there's one that'll say, like, treachery on it. So that's kind of cool. So you complete one mission, you get to try and find another card. Plus it's in your discard pile. So it prompts you to use those support cards. She has 2 attack, 3 defense, 2 skill, and up to 4 movement. Pretty cool. Let's see what it says on the back about her. Lursa. This is not a threat, Captain. Just an unfortunate truth. A bit horror. So why be our enemy when you can be our friend? Lursa, the daughter of Duras, sister of Duras, and Bignor, has led their house since the death of her brother at the hands of Worf. Oh, so I wonder if Duras is maybe her brother? Interesting. Or maybe that's, again, maybe it's just her last name. When Captain Jean-Luc Picard rejected her nephew Toros' claimed to be Chancellor of the Klingon Empire in favor of Garan, Lursa and her sister sought Romulan aid to overthrow Garan. So this adds that really cool element to this. So instead of it just being Federation versus everybody, this is basically like, these guys don't, like, go on the other Klingons because they're the favor of the Klingon Empire. They're going to work with the Romulans. So you could definitely have some cool 4-player battles here. Like Jean-Luc Picard's away team with the Garan Klingons versus Lursa and the Romulans. That'd be kind of a neat 4-way battle. Definitely cool. Alright, let's look at B'Etor. So as we were talking about her a bunch. So we have Daughter of Duras. Same ship as all of them. She has command, diplomacy, and treachery as well. Klingon Commander, House of Duras, same thing. The In-Switch, same exact thing there. Here's her model. We'll take a look at that before we get into the rest of that. There she's standing there with her gun as well. So she doesn't, you can kind of see there's them together. Yeah, if you paint them the exact same, at least they have a little bit different poses to help tell them apart. She has a different special ability. She says, unless Lursa is neutralized, B'Etor rolls an additional die when making opposing skill tests against characters with your compromised traits. against characters with your compromise traits. Interesting. Not exactly sure what compromised traits means. That might be special. That's not a terminology I don't remember. I'll have to maybe look that one up, and I'll get back to it before the end of the video, because I'm not exactly sure what that means. Additional data making opposing skill test characters with your compromise trait. So unless it just means that, if she's command diplomacy or treachery, and she's making a skill test against somebody else, she gains an extra die. Interesting. Alright, we'll hop in and look at this. So the quotes are the same, because I'm not going to reread those, but Victoria, Daughter of Duras, younger sister of Duras and Lursa, has helped Duras, such confusing names, helped lead her house since the death of her brother at the hands of Worf. Passionate and dangerous, Victoria is a Klingon warrior. Unlike her sister, she continues her family's dalliance with the Romulans, placing power over honor. So there we go, that thing with, they're not as worried about honor as they are about just winning. Alright, our third one, since we've mentioned this character as well, is we have Toril, the son of Duras. Let's go ahead and look at his miniature here quick. Well, he's yelling, he's angry. Guy's pistol out, ready to fire his blaster. Yeah, having that, like, exaggerated upper torso and head, basically look a little odd, but they also look really cool at the same time. Alright, so he also has the, end switch. He has Stolen Valor. Discard a card to give the command specialization to Toril till the end of the round. So he normally, sorry, I didn't read the top. He just has Treachery, Klingon, and House of Duras. So he's the son. Interesting. That's kind of cool that he can also gain the command trait as well. Sacrificing cards. He has 1 attack, 2 defense, 1 skill, and 4 movement. So not as much as the other characters. He both had 3 defense and 2 skill, so he loses a little, and 2 attacks. So he loses a little bit better, so maybe he's like the lesser trained brother. That's alright. Let's see what it says on the back about him. Named for his grandfather, Toril is the illegitimate son of Duras. When Duras dies at the hands of Worf, his aunts, Lursa and Victor, stake his claim on his father's challenge for the chancellorship to the Klingon Empire. Okay, so I hear it saying Duras. I thought it was maybe the last name. Duras was their brother. This is his son. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Cool. And their grandfather is also a guest named Toril, and their dad's name is Drod. We've seen half of the family already. Alright. Up next, we have some different ones. We have Tilak, who's a house guard, same ship. He has computers and security. He's Klingon and specialist. So he's our specialist on the team. He has the Katang, which is like the rifle, which has +1 attack. And it's this is his melee weapon, so it's like a dagger. And then he has so we've had the in switch. Now we have the Iswabe, which has, it says his blaster rifle, so it has 1 damage, but also has the 1 extra attack. Then he has Bodyguard. When Tilak gives another character backup for defense, roll 2 additional dice instead of 1. Ooh, nice. So keeping him around is helpful. Plus that 3 defense, not bad. Not a lot of skill, though. Let's look at his miniature before we read the back of his card. Oh, so this is one of the Klingons with the beard, which are kind of cool. Yeah, and then he's got his blaster. Nice. That's cool. Alright, what's it say about him? What's his little bit of story here? Tilak served as the House of Duras as a guard, protecting Larsa and Victor and their nephew Toro after the death of Duras. Although loyal and trustworthy, the sated Tilak finds the unpredictability of the Larsas and Minor a constant irritation. So he's like the grizzled old bodyguard. He's irritated. The children are causing a ruckus. That's pretty funny. Alright, then we have one last Klingon character. We have Kvek. So we're gonna jump in. We're gonna look at his. So he has. This is actually cool because he has dual weapons out. So he has the ink switch, which is the pistol. And he has the Tang, which is the poisoned blade, which you see on the little picture there. Just kind of funny though, because we've had all these Klingons, and none of these guys have had to battle with. So maybe that's again the honor thing, and they're not really honorable, so they're fighting with the like pistols and the other stuff instead. So he has it. We mentioned the two up, and he has the melee with one guy, the Ancient Dexterity. He also has honorless. Cadet cannot gain honor. So this guy's like, whatever. So we didn't read his top things. He's medical and treachery. He's a Klingon and an assassin. I don't think we've seen an assassin yet, but that's pretty fun. 2 attack, 3 defense, 1 skill. Alright, what does he have on his back? A consummate professional, Kvek dispatches the opponents of the House of Duras without the need of troublesome protocol and honorable duels. So yeah, rather than trying to like set up for a battle, he just stabs him in the back or shoots him from a distance. Makes for an interesting character. Cool. Alright, so let's look at their missions. We have our core missions. We have Restore Honor. Score 30 points. If none of your commander characters with treachery are neutralized, and all of them have honor at the end of the game. None of your commanders with treachery are neutralized, and all of them have honor at the end of the game. Cool. So if you can get them honor while being treacherous, and they can stay alive, score 5 points for each of your other characters, whether in the mission area or neutralized, that has honor at the end of the game. So these are Sisters of Duras here. I don't know which one's which. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. They get a way to do honor. Or we can go the other direction, and we can have Arms Supply Deal. Place any weapon cards discarded from Arms Deal mission on this card. Score 10 points for each non-melee weapon equipment on this card at the end of the game. Action. Take a treacherous skill test with an operation terminal. If passed, place a weapon card from your hand on this card. If this character is in the transfer room, place up to 4 weapon cards instead. Interesting. So this is definitely a different way to play. So you want to just be sending all these weapons there, and you get 10 points for each non-melee weapon card at the end of the game. Interesting. So that'd be kind of a neat one to play. A little bit different thing to do. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and hop into the decks. We're going to start with the starter deck stuff. So we'll start with these starter deck missions, which of course have the one half of the Klingon, and the support have the other half symbol. But we'll go through all the mission cards, then we'll go back to the other ones, so there will be duplicates. So one thing that's going to be interesting about this is there are going to be repeats from the other Klingon set as well. Like the Federation can get away with a lot more differentiating from deck to deck, from team to team, because they're the focus of the series, so there's going to be a lot more screen time interaction. You know, where the other races only had so much time, so there got to be a lot more duplicate cards between them. But I think the starter decks kind of try to stay a lot of new cards. Alright, so our first mission here is we have Abduction, which is a conspiracy and an assassin card. Interesting. Take a security skill test at a command center terminal in the crew quarter. You may use this character's attack rating rather than their skill rating for this test. If passed, score this card. Ooh, that's kind of good, because all of these guys have 1 or 2 skills. But some of them have, like, 2 attacks, so actually that might be a little bit better. That's kind of fun. Blood Oath, which has a supply of 2, but we only have 1 in the starter deck. Play at the start of your character's activation. Play a Blood Oath on a hostile character. Score at the end of this. If it scores card, score this card if the character this card is neutralized by one of your Klingon characters. Bonus, that Klingon character gains honor. Neat. So basically you target someone, and then if you take them out, you gain honor. And you score this card. Honor, even in death. Also a supply 2, but only 1 in the starter deck. Interrupt. Score this card if 2 or more friendly or hostile characters are neutralized this round. Bonus, all friendly or hostile Klingon characters neutralized this round gain honor. Honor the falling enemy. Score this card if you have neutralized the opposing commander this game, and this character is in the crew quarters. Bonus, this character has honor, draw a support card. Honorable Battle. Interrupt. Score this card when one of your Klingon characters causes damage with a melee weapon attack. Honorable to fight melee. Bonus, the attacking character gains honor. Kill the dishonorable Patak. Score this card when one of your Klingon characters uses a melee weapon to neutralize a character that does not have honor. Bonus, the attacking character gains honor. Right of Vengeance. Play when a friendly Klingon character is incapacitated or neutralized. Put Right of Vengeance onto that character, incapacitate and neutralize their character. Score this card if the character with this card is neutralized by one of your characters. So basically when your guy's taking out, you put it on the person that took them out. The Klingon character that neutralizes them gains honor. This is a great way to honor gaining cards in this set, which works really well with their first way to play. Secure new technology. Score this card if a character is in a science lab or engineering mission boards. You have more characters on each of those mission boards than all other players combined. Take the transporter room. Take a command skill test at the operations terminal in the transporter room. If passed, you may have more characters on the transporter room, all other players combined. These are fun because basically you keep your team together, you're going to score these. And then transport any 2 characters to an empty space. And then our last starter deck mission is The Blood Flows. Score this card if each player has at least 1 character incapacitated and neutralized this round. Bonus, you may remove 1 stun or damage token from one of your Klingon characters that has honor. Awesome. Then we're going to look at our starter deck support cards. So we're going to start with some events here. I'll drop these down. A Matter of Honor. Interrupt. Play when your Klingon character is in the challenger of an opposing skill test, but before rolling dice. Bonus, if the tester fails the skill test, the Klingon gains honor. So this basically is, if you're being challenged, it doesn't do anything, but if they lose, you beat them, you gain honor for beating them. We have Brute Force. This character's attack rating, rather than a skill rating when taking a computer or engineering skill test. This is kind of funny because they're like, computer, and start smashing it. We have Charge, which we have Supply 2. Now there is only 1 in this starter set. Our starter deck part. When taking an attack action using a melee weapon immediately after a move action the same, gain a bonus token. Corrupt System Files. Take a computer skill test at any terminal. Any player may challenge this when a character at a terminal on the bridge. If passed, choose a mission board other than the main corridor or the turbo lift. Until the end of the round, any character on the board making a skill test on that mission card rolls 1 less die to a minimum of 1. Oh, cool. So it sabotages them. That's kind of fun. Death Yell. Supply 2, which is only 1 copy. At least 1 friendly Klingon character is neutralized this round. Interrupt before rolling attack dice when a friendly Klingon character attacks or is attacked with a melee weapon, gaining additional attack or defense die. 1 copy of this. Disruptor Bombardment. This is kind of neat. Attack 2 dice, 1 damage. Rules: Bombardment. Make this attack against each friendly and hostile character on one mission board. Bombardment says this attack action always rolls 2 attack dice. The number of attack dice cannot be modified. Characters do not benefit from the backup from their defense rolls. Interesting. So this is kind of neat. It just attacks an entire mission board. That's actually pretty cool. No honor and weakness. Take a skill test using your character's attack rating. If passed, this or an adjacent Klingon character either recovers 1 damage for each success or removes a condition token. Very helpful. Only 1 copy of that, though. Kopla. 1 copy of this. Before rolling attack dice when a friendly Klingon character takes an attack action. Roll an additional attack dice or 2 additional attack dice if this Klingon character has honor. The right of succession. Search for a weapon equipment card and play it on this character. That's very helpful. My favorite card, Shout Louder. I just love that as a card. Use this character's attack rating rather than their skill rating when taking a charge communications or security test. They have brute force. They have a computer. They just bash it. And then the other ones they have, they're trying to communicate with someone. They're just we're just gonna yell at you. It's so funny. We have Skulking. Play before your opponent rolls a die when taking an attack action against your character. Roll an additional defense die if your character has a treachery. Roll 2 additional dice instead. Stab in the back. Play before rolling dice when your character with a treachery takes an attack. Targeting a hostile character is not yet activated this round. So a little bit specific. But you get +1 damage to that attack. If your character has an assassin, +2 damage instead. Surprise attack. You must have a character at operations terminal in the transporter room. Place this character on empty adjacent space of 1 or more hostile characters. Take contract. From one of the Romulans. Take a treachery skill test at a command terminal in the crew quarter. If passed, search your mission deck for an assassin mission card. Nice. And our last regular event is Test of Blood. Play this card after an opponent completes an attack action against one of your Klingons. The attack character gains honor or recovers 1 damage. Then we have some equipment. We have the Backlith, which has a supply of 2, but there's only 1 in the starter set. It's a sword. The Backlith attack is +1. It has melee and defense. Defense is add 1 defense roll against melee weapons. We have 1 copy here of illicit explosives, which are our little card there. Those 3 little tokens. Putting illicit explosive tokens in this character's space. At the end of any of this character's actions, you may have all friendly and hostile characters adjacent to it, and in line of sight of the illicit explosives take 1 damage. Then discard this card and the illicit explosive token. So that's pretty cool because we having Romulans have a bomb like that too, but it's kind of neat where sometimes it's you know what, we just need to sacrifice. I can take out myself, but take out 3 other characters. Neat. We have the Poisoned Blade. Knife Yoke has attack +1. Rules melee and poison. For poison, when a character is damaged, they gain a poison token, which are our little dagger blades there. We have 3 of those. A character with any poison tokens takes 1 damage at the end of each of their activations or bonus actions. A character equipped with this weapon gains the assassin keyword and loses honor and cannot gain honor. Interesting. Sniper rifle, which we only have 1 copy of. This is the B9, has +2 damage and has the sniper roll. I love all these extra rules. This weapon cannot target adjacent characters. A character equipped with this weapon gains the assassin keyword and loses honor. And our final starter deck card is the Yan, which is this little sword here. It has +1 attack, +1 damage, and melee. There's only 1 copy of that as well. Alright, so those are our starter cards. We're going to go ahead and then just right away jump into the regular extra cards. Now you can switch these out. So those ones had a lot of different stuff. Starter deck was based around the core mission with the honor. They had some treachery stuff in there with the assassins and stuff to kind of make use of the character. Was really focused on that. So the extra cards, which we have a lot more of, should kind of maybe give some more stuff for the arms dealers. Now this is where you see a lot more duplicates from crossing over to the other set. So we have a ranged rendezvous. It may only be attempted by a character that is not within line of sight of any hostile character that has security. Take a treachery skill test at the command or operation terminal on the bridge. If passed, score this card. Search your mission for an arms dealer mission card. So the arms deal mission card. Do we not have that? Or was that in the other one and I just missed it? I wonder if that's in the other set, which would be really weird, right? Because I don't see any card called... Oh, okay. Arms Deal Mission Card. There we go. I was looking for a card called Arms Deal. Yeah, so it says... Place any weapon cards discarded from Arms Deal missions on this card. Okay, so that's what we're looking for, is the ones with them keywords. Alright, that makes more sense then. Alright, we have 2 copies of Backroom Dealings. May only be attempted in line of sight of a hostile character not with... Okay, may only be attempted by a character that is not within line of sight of any hostile characters that have security. So basically, you have to avoid the security person. You can do anything else with this. Take a treachery action. If passed, discard 2 or more equipment cards from this character to score this card. Interesting. We have 2 copies of Claim Honor. Take the diplomacy skill test at command terminal on the bridge. If passed, score. Bonus, if you roll 2 or more successes, this character has treachery, they gain honor. We have 2 copies of Fake Heroics. Take the security skill test at any terminal in the main corridor. If passed, score this card. If failed, every character, unless Android or Borg, in the main corridor receives a stun token. Oh, interesting. So he's like, I'm gonna do this thing, and instead of doing it, it shocks everybody. If he fails it. Interesting. Any character may challenge a skill test with any character at command terminal. Bonus, roll 2 or more and you have treachery, gain honor. We have falsify scientific evidence. Take a science skill test. A science skill test at the science lab terminal in the science lab. Pass, score. Bonus, roll 2 or more success, treachery, they gain honor. So these guys are going to gain a lot of honor just by doing these missions if they have treachery. And I think almost all of them have treachery, right? Treachery. The only one that doesn't is the specialist, Talak. He does not have treachery. The other 4 do, so you have a good chance of doing that. Honor and Glory. May only be played, this is fun, specific character cards. Victor's or Alursa's activation, both of them must have honor. Take a treachery skill test at the operation terminal on the bridge to pass, score this card. Bonus, draw a mission card for each Klingon character with honor. That's pretty fun. Manipulate medical evidence. Take a medical test at the medical terminal and sick bay. Bonus, if you roll 2 or more successes, those characters treachery, they gain honor. And then plant evidence of honor. Engineering skill test operations in engineering. And if 2 or more successes, treachery, they gain honor. Plant explosives. Discard an explosives equipment card from this character and take the engineering skill testing in a terminal. If passed, score this card. So do we have a specific weapon called explosives? Yes. So we'll have like a card that has explosive on it. 2 copies of Stash Contraband. Take a treachery skill test in the main corridor. Pass score challenge. Any player may challenge a skill test in line of sight. Discard up to 2 weapon cards from your hand. So you want to get rid of these weapons. Steal Trilithium. Take a science test at Science Terminal in the Science Lab of Engineering. Bonus, search the support deck for an explosive equipment card. Steal Weapon Technology. Take an engineering skill test at Operations Terminal. Bonus, search the support deck for a weapon equipment card. Survival of the Fittest. Score this card at the end of the game if all your commander characters are Klingon with treachery and none of them are neutralized. This kind of works like the one main mission too. And then we have 2 copies of Under the Table Deal. Take a treachery skill test at a character command terminal in the armory. If passed, discard any or all weapon equipment cards from this character and any adjacent friendly characters. Score this card if you discarded 3 or more cards. Oh, so that's fun, because that's another way to like... So like with this, it says, place any weapons discarded from an arms deal mission on here. You for each non-melee weapon on this, score a card. So that's a way to... if you're fighting some other characters that have melee weapons, you can definitely make them, even just make them discard any of their weapons, right? You might not score for them, but you can make them discard a lot. Cool. Our last mission is we have weapons testing. Score this card when 1 or more of your characters causes 2 or more damage with an attack action using a weapon, not melee weapon. If you cause 4 or more damage, search the support deck for up to 2 weapon equipment cards. Cool. That's some really interesting stuff there. Then we have some support cards. We have our events. We have Betrayal of Trust. Remove honor from any number of your characters with treachery. For each honor removed, change the die rolled by your opponent to 1. These dice may not be re-rolled. Ooh, that's kind of fun. We have our second copy of Death Yell. So I'm not going to reread that because you've seen it. We have our second copy of Disruptor Bombardment. We have First Strike. Play before the opponent rolls dice when attacking, taking an attack action against an assassin character. Your assassin character takes a free attack action against the attacking character. If the attacking character is not neutralized by the free attack, continue with the original attack. So you get a hit first. Makes sense. Mistaken honor. Interrupt. Choose one of the following. Interrupt. Play when a hostile character with honor takes an attack action against a friendly Klingon character with treachery. The friendly character gains honor. Or select a friendly character with treachery. They roll an additional die for all medical or diplomacy skill tests until the end of this activation. That's pretty cool. We have our second No Honor and Weakness. Our second Quopla. We have Stolen Honor. Choose one. I love choosing stuff. Those are fun cards for me. Play a Klingon character with treachery. Remove honor from an adjacent character and give it to this character honor, or search the support deck, discard pile for an event card. Stolen Valor. Choose one. Play a hostile. When a hostile character gains honor, will adjacent to your Klingon character. With treachery, the hostile character does not gain honor. Instead, your character gains honor. Or select a friendly character with treachery. They roll an additional die for all commander security skill tests till the end of this activation. Taking credit. Play when a hostile character gains honor. Within line of sight of your Klingon characters, your character also gains honor. Or select a friendly character with treachery. They roll an additional die for all science or endurance. This is kind of cool. So, lots of these cards right here are basically either something happens, you're going to be able to give your guys honor, maybe taking away from somebody else, or you're going to gain additional dice roll for tests. That's cool. The Power of Duras. Melee played during Benor or Ursa's activation. So I almost wish this just said the House of Duras, but maybe they didn't want Tech, is that name? Toral doing it. Maybe because it's just the two of them. Place this character in any empty space not within line of sight of a hostile character. If her sister is not neutralized, you may place them in the same space. Cool. So they're gonna team up. The Sisters of Duras. Melee played during one of their activations. Choose one, recover up to 2 damage, or remove 1 condition token from one of them. Both sisters gain a take cover token, or draw 3 support cards. The Treachery of Duras. Play before taking. A opponent rolls any dice when taking an attack against one of them. Place the attacked character in the same space as a sister. Oh, that's cool. So you gotta move them to somewhere else, and that's gonna mess up their attack. Cool. Then we have our equipment cards. So we have 2 copies of the Disruptor Rifle, which is the Swiss Bay. So you've seen that before. +1 attack, +1 damage. Character rolls 1 additional die for all diplomacy skills. We have our second copy of Illicit Explosives. We have our second copy of Poisoned Blade. Our second copy of Sniper Rifle. And then, finally, our last 2 cards are Weapon Crates. Discard this card when searching your supply. To search your supply deck for a weapon equipment, immediately play that card on this character. Bonus, if this is on arms, if this card is on the arms supply, deal core mistake in a game, score 10 points. Cool, so you can discard these, you can gain some extra. Also, it's explosive, so it's another way to search for it. Alright, so that's what we have for the House of Duras. Yeah, so some definitely interesting stuff in there. Plunder to return the Klingon politics to redeem their honor by any means necessary. Yeah, so definitely some interesting stuff there. Lots of different ways to gain honor. So lots of stuff with like treachery and that is only going to work for them. You're not going to be able to mix out the other Klingons. But you can definitely have a lot of stuff where you could switch cards in and out and maybe pick some different ones, maybe eliminate some of the supply 2 cards. I mean, nice that even the starter deck doesn't always have 2, just to show that you don't have to have it. That'd be really cool to see if they make some more different other characters that go with this. Again, if they ever jump into some other series, that would be cool as well. Like, they've done like 5 or 6 sets of this. Obviously, like, if they did more of this, that'd be cool with this next generation. But if they jumped and did some of the, like, here's a set of, like, Klingons from, like, the original, or here's one from Deep Space Nine or something, that'd be kind of fun, too. Get some different characters that might work a little bit differently, or maybe a quote-unquote Klingon team that has non-Klingons on it might be cool as well. Kind of like the Federation has some different characters. Alright, that's what we have for the House of Duras. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the other videos. See you later. Bye.